Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before and you wandered across my little corner of the internet, today we're having some laser fun or some laser annoyance, depending how you look at it. Um, my laser is working happily. The computer connected to my laser has decided today that it does not want to accept the camera. So we're moving on from that. It is cutting and engraving a puzzle. So let's talk about it, okay? So the first thing I did was I went into the X-Tool design space. That's not what it's called. Oh my goodness, losing my mind. I went into X-Tool Studio and I picked a project to cut out or to engrave and cut. And what I picked was called a dinosaur toddler puzzle. And this puzzle was by, I'm massacring this, guys, but it said PRVI, Privy Vitis, VTIS. And I know I'm getting that wrong, and I am truly sorry. It's made in 2 steps. You can do it either way. You can do the cut and engrave step first, or you can do the cut step first. To do this puzzle, I am using 1/8 of an inch basswood. It's nice and sturdy, not overly expensive. That being said, this is the back of the puzzle. This is the sheet that I cut it out of. Do not waste this. You can engrave right along here, all through here, cut, do whatever you need to do. Do not waste wood. Wood is expensive. That being said, also, things like the wax paper that you may be using to, or parchment, sorry. Things like the parchment paper that you're using for your sublimation on your heat presses to protect your heat presses. Keep that piece of paper. Granted, this parchment paper is no longer good for using on a heat press because if there is any specks of sublimation on it, it will be on your next project. However, how awesome is this for the fact that I can now use it to keep my surface clean when I'm doing projects, right? So like today, I am using this Minwax wood finish in natural. Give it a good shake. And I am going to paint the base of our puzzle. And rather than have this all over the place, I am using my parchment paper that I had used to do my project the other day. And I am just going to go ahead and paint without worry, right? I'm not going to have to clean up anything off my glass surface if I'm careful. And there we go. We have it on there, and now we can just put the lid on. So as I said, the other piece that is right currently in the, just going to set this up here to dry, that is currently inside of the X-Tool M1 Ultra is cutting and engraving. This back piece took 2 minutes to, 1 minute 48 seconds. And the other piece that is in there now with the engraving is 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 12 seconds. So this is definitely a project that you want a little bit of time to do, okay? So, what can I tell you? Remember, if you're new to Xtool, whether you have bought the M1 Ultra like myself or one of the other laser engraving machines, play with the design program, play with it a lot. Xtool Studio is awesome. Keep your eye on what you're doing in it, because some things are going to ask you for credits. That is unfortunate, but it has become the way of the world, right? However, the projects that you see me doing are free. People offer up their talents, and I am very grateful for that. It makes it much more affordable to be able to use these awesome programs and make awesome projects. Keep in mind also that if you are like me and you own a bamboo studio machine, you can go into their design software. Sorry guys, I'm just going to do the back. And you can go ahead and use their software to pick out laser engraving projects or laser projects, period. So that too is an alternative. So there we go. Both sides done, just in the natural. And what I do now is I simply set my can on my wax and I kind of lean my board there so that it can dry both front and back, okay? You might have a better system. I'm just using what I have on hand. So now we are going to come back once the top is done, and I will show you how that went. See you soon. Okay guys, we're back. And as you can see, the dinosaur puzzle has cut out. So I will show you the dinosaurs, or a couple of them anyway. Look at that, isn't that adorable? I just love the detail in this. And in case you're wondering, this will be this is a free design on the Xtool Studio. I'll say that again, free design, Xtool Studio. And so what I am making here is a gift for my older grandson. I say older, but he isn't out of the toddler stage yet. So little puzzles and things to do like this really make him happy. I'm trying to see if I can do the puzzle myself. There we go. Let's grab this. And as I'm doing it, I'm checking for little pieces like that one, the dark one, that may have stayed in. And I do have a pointy tool here with which to give it a poke. Out it comes. And now we can put him into the puzzle. Where did his little tiny body go? There we go. That's perfect. Then this one here goes kind of a serrated back to him. Oops. There we go. Then we have this one here with the tail that goes like that. It could be a little challenging for a youngster, like a younger child, like my grandson. However, it is something that Mommy and Daddy and him can do together, or Nanny and Papa when we visit. So it will be still an awesome Christmas gift. There we go. And that leaves this guy there. And now, of course, what I'm going to do is reshape my varnish, open it up, and paint these guys. Okay. So here we go. Let's get them all nicely painted, or varnished, sorry. There we go. Cross it one more time just to be sure. And there's how it looks when it is all varnished. It just gets to be a little bit of a deeper color while it's wet, so you can see exactly if you have missed any. I like this natural look because I'm trying to get the big dinosaur here into the picture. You can still really see the scoring and engraving and designs through the natural Minwax. So that's awesome. Use whatever you have on hand. You may want to sit and paint in each dinosaur. My painting skills, not that great anymore. My hands get shake too bad and are too sore for that. But this is also cute. You could leave it all natural, just not do anything to it. But I wanted to help protect the wood a little bit. He is on the younger side, and I did not want him, if he spilled his juice or whatnot on it to ruin it. So I'm doing this, and then I'm going to put a very thin coat of polyacrylic to help protect it even more. So I am going to let this finish drying, and I'll be back. Hello guys, we're back. So I have kind of cleaned up some of my mess, and I have saved some time by gluing my top to my bottom to create the puzzle base. So as you can see, it's nice and sturdy. I just used some of this glue here, Camp Lead Super Glue. Works great for my 3D projects and for my wood projects. So now let's have us a look. Let's see what happens when we get our puzzle. That's still a bit damp, but that's okay. We can put our puzzle together now. Maybe I'll be a little bit better at it this time, and maybe not. Who knows? There we go. Probably by the time that we go to visit, my little grandson will have this puzzle figured out. He is very quick at figuring things out, and he has an excellent memory. So I have no doubt that he'll be teaching Nanny this puzzle. There we go. There, I love the detail, like I said earlier. Now, if you didn't have a laser cutter, could you do this puzzle? Absolutely. I would say that you may have to have something like a cricket or a silhouette that could cut and draw, and you could do it with some chipboard, or as I have shown you many times in earlier videos, you could use cardboard. Upcycling is great. It may not be quite as sturdy, but what I would do is cut two bottoms, two tops, two of each dinosaur, one with the drawings, one without, glue it all together, paint it up the way you would like it to be painted, and then end up with that, even though you may be using some chipboard or some cardboard or many layers of cardstock. So it can be done. I am fortunate and have an X Tool M1 Ultra, which is what we used here today. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. It did great detail, left the finger cutouts, and it will be a blast for him to play with. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it encourages you to look into X Tool. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Into the X Tool Studio. There is, remember, also paper crafts in there because my X Tool M1 Ultra cuts paper. So you could also get paper crafts, save them, and use them on other machines. So don't forget that. All right, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I know we will. We are going to a little festival that is taking place either today or tomorrow. We haven't decided which day we want to go. And we're going to walk through the festival, grab a little snack from a food truck, and just enjoy this last little bit of summer. Take care, and I hope to see you in whatever comes next. Bye.